Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Tomb Raider. So we're in the Japanese base, the Japanese fortress as I like to call it, because this is way bigger than you'd find a normal base, especially on an island where it's very difficult to get to via storms and everything else. You would not have enough material to build a base this big, but we are in the Japanese base fortress thing, and we are still looking for, we'll go with handgun for now. We are still looking for the radio room is what we're looking for. And so we're gonna head up the stairs here. Oh, incoming. I don't know why anyone would think that's a good idea. You always have those crazy guys in video games where they run at you. I mean, maybe there are people like that in real life, but no, you shouldn't have people who do that in video games. It's just insanity that every game has a guy who runs at you. And I guess if you had enough of them, it'd be scary, but in all honesty, just one is kind of silly. Oh, there's another thing on the wall. No torch, though.
Alex, are you there?
Yeah.
The console's a wreck.
Damn it. Well, unless you see a Radio Shack around, you're gonna have to patch it manually through the maintenance panel.
Okay, that sounds simple enough.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to find it first. On those old towers, they installed those panels high up. I mean, way high up.
Climbing again. Great.
You know, I have to give kudos to her voice actress. It is really hard to get that kind of sensation out there. That last sigh, that climbing again. Oh my God, that is a sigh you get when you think about something that you absolutely have to do, but would rather do anything else in the world except that thing. So she's like, oh, climbing again, and then she just sighs, you know, and you can hear it. You can just hear it, and voice actress gets major kudos for that because that is so hard to pull off, and she does such a really, really, really good job with that. Not over emotional, but that putting the emotion in you know, it's awesome. All right, I have another diary here. I'm gonna go ahead and pause that really quick. Okay, so Diaries of Madman. So this is Matthias's diary, so feel free to read that, and we'll continue. And for those of you who don't know, absolutely feel free to pause to read that. That's how we roll around here. We just let you pause, and then you can read it. Now, with this panel, as you can see, it does have electricity with the sparks and everything, but in all honesty, as old as this thing is and as weathered as it is, I would be afraid to touch it. I wouldn't even want to touch it. I know Lara like grabbed the handle and it pulled out, and that was kind of funny, but in all honesty, I wouldn't want to touch it. Grounding wires and everything else, I'd just be like, nope, nope, not even going to be in the same room with that thing. You can just shoot electricity out and kill us. Sacrifice through this door. A very inconvenient way to go. Now this is a pretty interesting portion of the game, because in most games they would have you lean, they would have you lean left and right while climbing through here. But in all honesty, with Lara, it's not about you, the player, so it's not like a mini game.
That tower better work after all this.
It's not a mini game in the sense that you have to lean left and right to keep Lara from getting hurt. The idea is that it's about Lara's progression as a character. It's not about your progression as a player. So instead of making it to where you have this every single instance where she runs into something as a mini game, you progress her forward and she does all the work. And it's really interesting how they put that in there. It also makes the game less frustrating.
Snow. This isn't normal.
See, now I'm not entirely sure why she says that the snow's not normal. I don't know the weather patterns in the southern Japanese seas. Maybe there isn't snow, especially at this low-ish altitude. I'm glad they put that in the game, though, because if there is someone who knows about weather patterns, they would be like, oh, see, this is not right. It shouldn't snow here. I hate this game sucks. But it's nice that they were able to put that in there. And you have to remember, the game is about weird storms that go off. So because it is about weird storms like that, you have to say to yourself that this is just another weird storm. But now we have to make it across this bridge. And again, as I was saying before about the pirate fortress thing, or about the fortress, as you can see, we have this big old tower behind us, this bridge right here, and then this big old section in front of us. This is not the size of a base that you would have on an island, especially this high up in the mountains. This is just insanity. So, realistically speaking, this base would not exist, especially at this size. There would be a radio tower up here, but the base would be down there, and the radio tower would be up here, and that would make more sense. But I kind of overlook it because it is a pretty interesting section of the game. And the design is really, really well, even though it is overscaled and in the wrong place. Uh-oh.
Come here.
Alright, left stick.
Let go!
Get off of me. Ow. Oh, we got incoming. Alright, we may want to use the bow for this, but we'll stay. Okay, scramble B to dodge enemy fire. Get down! Okay, we got a guy up high. Nope. Ooh, he dropped his grenade. Is there a guy back? There is a guy back there. Incoming. Nope. Stay down. And... Ow! Okay, that one went over his head. Change position, try again. Well, for whatever reason, he's got the biggest head of them all, and I can't seem to put a round in it. There we go. Not entirely sure why that was, but he had like the biggest head of all the enemies, and I could not put a bullet in it. Uh-oh, incoming. We got a guy up high. Come on, stick it out. Nah, missed. I could probably hit him there. There it is. I don't know, I always assume that if they're leaning like that, you're going to hit them in the shoulder, so I don't ever aim for their head at that point. Okay, that's not a crate. At least not the kind of crate I want. Grab, grab. Oh, we got incoming. Ow! Incoming. Okay, I gotta worry about the bow guy before I worry about the melee. Okay, take him down. There is not enough cover here. Let's stay down. Where are you going? Stay down. Okay, can we get up here? Oh, good. So yeah, usually I use the bow in this area, so I'm not really used to using the handgun. I think we got incoming. We do. Ooh, gentlemen! 1 bullet, 3 kills. Ooh, a crate. What's in the crate?
Some kind of soldier's identity tags. I don't recognize the kanji. Were these used during World War II?
I do not know enough about Japanese dog tags to say. Maybe somebody else out there does, but I do not. All right, so we got some more goons coming in. Nice that we were able to find a relic in the middle of a firefight. It's always really interesting. Ooh, he's still on fire. Grab that really quick. Building falling down.
Stop her! Damn it! Over there!
Kneecapped, sir. Stay down. Okay, there's another guy up there on the left. Stay down.
I think she's reloading.
I was, but I reload really fast. Where you going, buddy? Not enough. Try again. Gimme. Say goodnight. Alright. See, I don't think I'd ever be this accurate in real life with handguns. I don't know. I never really practiced firing handguns enough, but you'd have to assume that Lara at least has some practice with handguns, and so she might be really good at it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab what we can grab. Grab that, grab that. What's this, a dialogue? Ooh, a diary. Alright, so another diary from Matthias, so I'll let you guys read that. And then we'll move on. Alright. Now you gotta go back the other way really quick. Oop, drop down. Jump up. More enemies. Alright, gotta get under cover. Stay down. Whoa, hello. Ow. Okay, so he missed the one where I was holding still, but he hit me in the one when I was moving. That's, well... Stay down. No, you don't. No, that was kind of rude. Shoot a man when he's down. Get down. No, luckily that one went wide. Okay, he's got fire. I want him down. One of these guys is down. Okay, he had fire too. Nope. Oh, I bet that sucked. Didn't light him up though. That one did. Alright, anybody else? Running a little low on ammunition though, so we gotta be a little bit more cautious. Alright. Now, there was a guy right here that I didn't search. Got some more ammo, good. Ooh, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. We have a bit of a mini boss here.
Out of the way! She's blocked!
Ah, the heavy armored guy. This honestly makes a little bit more sense than the guy who runs up and tries to kill you. Are you? Come on, bring it. I am not very good at aiming after a dodge like this. I'm okay at dodging, but I'm not really good at the whole aiming after a dodge. Not good. That was more useful than not. Ooh. Stay down.
Yes! Still alive.
That's exactly right. Laura's like, yes, I'm still alive. Weapon parts. Weapons parts significantly upgrade your weapons. Search salvage crates and loot bodies to find more. So yeah, I think the weapons parts are required at very specific portions of the game, because that's where you always find the first bow part. But you do need 2 bow parts to find. Now again, sometimes you find them in crates. Sometimes you find them on people. It really depends, I guess, on the section of the game. Maybe you find them in just a very specific section of the game and it only gives it to you if you like unlock stuff in that section. I'm not entirely sure. But I am a massive completionist, so when it comes to like unlocking crates or breaking open crates, I break open all the crates, so I'm never really at a loss for things like that. Now let's go ahead and head up really quick. We'll take a look around. Not sure if there's any more goons around. Seems like there might be. We have a door here for the 2nd floor. Get that open. So now we're just exploring and scavenging all the people that we happen to take down. Ooh, and more stuff.
An alloy badge awarded to marksman 2nd class in the Imperial... A faint kanji etching. Someone's name?
Now, I can't read kanji, so I don't know what that says. If someone out there can read kanji, feel free to put in the comments what it says if it's a name. You can put the phonetic pronunciation out there if you want to, but yeah. And I kind of interrupted her own speech pattern. But yeah, it's a Marksman 2nd Class award, which is pretty interesting. The fact that there was somebody around here who was a sniper, but then that would make sense in a base of this ginormous... Oh, okay, we have a crate. Let's go ahead and grab our torch here really quick. And we will burninate our crate here. And yep. And that should drop down to the 1st floor, right? Yeah, so now we have to go back down to the 1st floor to get it. So we'll drop down there and we'll grab it really quick. Always good to have more stuff. Wow, 470 salvage. You get so much salvage with those extra bonus points that you ask for. Like, when you put up... Okay, nothing over here. When you put up the bonus points for getting extra salvage and salvage off bodies, you get so much extra salvage. It is intense. Alright, so we're getting near the top of the tower. That's this way. And then we'll do a quick look around really fast before we move on. Okay. Oh, we have an encampment. So, ooh, and a diary. So we'll grab the diary.
The plan is taking...
Alright, so there's a diary of Madman again. So 4 of 7 from Matthias' diaries. Feel free to read it, and then we will continue. And away we go. Now I am going to stop at this camp because this is a fast travel camp, and it's always good to stop at fast travel camps. It's also always good to use your skill points because we got skill points now. So let us go here. What we got? So we just have the 2, so we can't unlock anything else there. We have the 2 there, so it looks like we're going to have to unlock at least one of these. I guess we'll do arrow retrieval, so we'll grab that. Loot an enemy or animal killed with a bow to retrieve arrows. Well, that way we never run out of arrows. Congratulations, new skill tier unlocked. Laura can now use her climbing axe in combat. Press Y near enemies to strike with the axe. Land additional hits to stun enemies. Yeah, if you hit me with a climbing axe, I would not be stunned. I would be dead. And we can also upgrade our gear. Now we did find 1 of 2 bow parts, which means we can't get our maximum upgrades for that just yet. We'll take another quick look at our rifle. And I think what we'll do is we will do tape double mag and polished ejector, so we can only do one or the other. High capacity, well, let's do a high capacity mag for more rounds, so high cap mag, and then we'll do can't we do tape double mag? Oh, I guess not. So we'll do polished ejector instead. So we'll get 2 instead of 1. So we have the polished ejector for increased firing rate. So now we have a much prettier gun, and we're 37% upgraded, 25 scrap left. So again, it saves at camps, and that is a fast travel camp, as you can tell, because the icon is a tent. Tents are fast travel camps versus not fast travel camps, which are the just little fireplace ones, or little fire ones. Oh, so now we have to climb. Insanity. Now this part of the game, I'm not afraid of heights per se, but this part of the game makes me nervous. And for anybody who is afraid of heights, I apologize profusely for what's coming.
Okay, here goes.
And I say that because this is scary even as a third-party observer. This is scary as all crap, because old metal, way high up. So again, Pirate Fortress, look at that. Look how big that base is. There is no way a military base from World War II would be that big. Well, yeah. Now, I have a reason to be frightened of situations like this, because I have been in situations similar to this. Maybe not so high up in the mountains of a Japanese island, but I've been high up when stuff has fallen out from under me, so I know what it's like. I don't really like climbing really tall things anymore, for this very, very, very specific reason. I do also like how the camera and the tower shakes, because people don't realize, especially when you watch a lot of films and stuff, that things high up like this in the wind do shake. They shake constantly. They're wobbling back and forth. You can't really see it from low down, but once you get up there, you can feel it. I mean, they move back and forth like 5-6 feet at the very top, depending on where it is. Even skyscrapers will move at the very top. They're built to where you can't feel it, but they do wobble. Yeah, it's some scary stuff. It can really do your head in. Alright. Come on, Laura. We can do this. Come on. There you go. Slipping a little bit. Alright, yeah, this would be where I would give up. And Lara is insane for doing this, but this is where I would give up. The whole jumping thing, yeah, to climb up is just no. Come on, Lara, a little bit further. Yeah, I would have quit there. That would have been my end. I was done. But once you get up there, though, and have a place to kind of sit for a second, that's nice. Except I wouldn't trust that grating to hold me, as old as it is and as thin as it is. I'd be afraid it would just snap completely off if I put my whole weight against it.
Alex?
Laura!
I'm at the panel.
Okay. The tower should boost the signal from the transmitter.
Okay.
Alright, find the emergency channel and get a clear signal on your radio before you broadcast the SOS. Hey. We got everything crossed for you down here, LC.
Thank you.
LC is not a good nickname. So now we get to tune a radio, which in fact is my favorite minigame in the whole game. I know that sounds weird, but it's my favorite minigame in the whole game, is tuning this radio. Okay, I gotta find it. Okay, more static. Okay, now we have to adjust the squelch.
National Emergency Broadcast Response System. Please identify yourself.
There it is.
Mayday, this is Lara Croft of the Endurance. We are stranded on an island in the Dragon's Triangle. We need help and medical supplies. Please respond. Come on. Mayday, this is Lara Croft of the Endurance.
This is aircraft Nautilus 177 Alpha. Searching for you since the distress call from your vessel. Almost given up hope.
So had we.
We got your approximate position. We could sure use a visual.
I'll figure something out.
We'll be heading your way soon. Out.
Laura Croft, you are my hero! Hey, you know, Reyes actually just cracked a smile.
Right. Need a signal. A fire. Fuel, flames. I can do that.
Now, lucky for us, they don't show how she gets down, because I still don't know how she got back down from there. It would be possible, but that drop between the rungs that broke and the rungs that are still there would be scary even to watch. But now we get one of the funnest zip lines ever. Here we go. And the rope snapping would not be out of the question.
That's one way to get down.
That's probably the best way to get down, Laura, in all honesty. You don't want to get down the other way, which is to just jump. So we have some fuel tanks here. Hopefully there's some fuel in them, of course. And this is kind of interesting because this would be, I mean, that looks like a hangar building. So that would mean that there would be a landing strip around here somewhere. I would assume there'd be a landing strip somewhere around here where...
Fuel tanks.
Yes, we will do the fuel tanks here in a moment, Laura, but it is suggestive that there would be a landing strip around here, which would make sense if you're bringing in supplies. But again, I don't think they would have a base this high up in the mountains. Again, the base would be down near the water, and then the supplies would probably be brought in by boat. That would make the most sense, I believe, personally. But again, you know, a little bit of fun just because, you know, whatever. We'll let it slide because it's still awesome no matter what. Ooh, here we go. Nice, Fire Striker. So we have Instant Torch, which is really nice because
This should do the trick.
done. It's so awesome that we have that now, where we can light and put out our torch at will, regardless. And I do like that upgrade. It's one of my favorite upgrades, strangely enough. So again, more Japanese. Unfortunately, it looks like they were all shot, but they do reuse the same body over and over again. So it's hard to tell exactly what happened to each individual. Oop, that was really rude of me. What happened to each individual soldier? But we will cope with that. Now to do this, we need to go over. We need to go over here. Here we go. I do want to look around really quick though, because I keep thinking there's something around here that I'm missing, like a geocache or a crate, but it looks like there's not, so we're just going to go ahead and continue forward. Now I did lose track of time a little bit, so the video may run a little bit long. I've picked a time to stop, so it may be a little bit longer than normal, or it might be a little bit shorter, it's hard to say. Okay, let's go ahead and do that, and then we want to light it up, which I think, there it is. Light the fuel, and then run away!
There it is.
Ouch. Alright, so here's a time when we have to run away very quickly. Alright, so now we have to slide down the hill in such a manner as to not be struck by random debris. A lot more difficult than you might think! And now the camera spins, and we have to stay alive. And again, a lot more difficult than you might initially think, because this is really hard to see. Alright, and crunch. Yikes, X. Up, up. Incoming aircraft. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Now! Awesome. See, now those are the type of quick time events I enjoy, because instead of just pressing random buttons in order to survive, you actually have to interact with the game. You have to decide what to do. It doesn't just say press this button and you'll survive. It is, you have to decide whether or not to run, and I think that's totally awesome.
Pilot. I have to get to him.
The pilot. Alright, so here's some more funness. Now, I don't know, trapeze, swing on the end of hanging cloth banners like a trapeze, okay. This is really lovely. I mean, it's very pretty. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I'm sure it was very beautiful, like, when it was first erected. But in all honesty, why did any people in the world decide to build their houses on the side of mountains? I know there are tons. There are tons, especially in the Chinese and Japanese area. There are tons of villages and stuff up on the walls. There are even graveyards, cemeteries up on the walls. But in all honesty, that's just crazy. I mean, because you end up with situations like this. Hello? Maybe not so much when they were first built, rather than when they're rotting, but you end up... Whoa, that was really weird. Up, Laura, move, Laura, go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Like, now. Whoop. Alright. So, a little bit... I won't call it glitchy, but her movements are a little bit off in comparison to the running, because we do have to wait for the animation of the building to kick in, but that's okay, we'll cope. Because it is still an exciting sequence regardless. And we live! Again, sort of. Man, lots of splinters at this point. Gunfire.
Go away! Go away! Get off of me!
I'm sorry. I really wish you could save him, but it's all animated. Bad timing. You can aim at the feet, I think. Ah, it doesn't matter.
Weapons are useless.
You say that, except I already shot you in the hip once.
Waste your ammo.
Ooh, kidney shot. Okay, I'll take what you got. So, unfortunately, you cannot save the pilot. I really wish you could, but unfortunately you can't, which makes me very sad inside. Anyway, yeah. I do like the wind chime there, which you can actually hear. That's such a weird sound. You know, way out here, like, you just stand there. There's no music, there's no background noise. It's just the wind chimes, just clunk, clunk, clunk. Now we can do this as well. So we can light our torch manually. We don't have to wait for the game to do it for us, which is great. It's really super helpful when it comes to scavenging and stuff. You no longer have to look for parts and pieces. But we will do a little bit of our own scavenging. Oh, this is nice. I didn't notice this before. A whole tea set just sitting there. Wonder why it was left there. And yes, those are the kind of questions I tend to ask when it comes to video games. I mean, someone in the game design department put a... Whoop, come on, Laura. Move left, please. Okay, she's not going to move left. There you go. Go up. Yeah, someone in the game design department put that tea set there, but in reality, you have to ask yourself, who put a tea set there and just left it there? I mean, is that where they store it? I doubt they store it there, so it's like somebody put it out there in order to use it, and then they never did. Which makes you wonder, why didn't they? And again, the wind chimes just gently in the breeze. I don't know, it's just strange to me that right now, at this moment, that wind chime is like the only thing that you can hear in the game. You know, you hear the wind, of course, but then you hear the wind chime, and you're like, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. It's really interesting to me. It's a really wonderful, a really wonderful design choice, in my opinion. I'd very much like to grab that plant. There we go. A few extra points here and there. Hey, oh yeah, here's another one, of course. Another wind chime. This one works a little bit better, so. But now we do have music, so it's kind of pointless at that one. At that one. But I do like the other one, I really do. So we have the cliffside fiesta.
What the hell happened?
This storm, it came out of nowhere. These clouds, they just surrounded the plane.
Lara, listen. I saw the crash from here, so you must be close to my position. Just get back here safe.
All right. On my way.
And I pronounced that incorrectly, of course. It's cliffside vista, my bad. Ooh, free stuff. Love free stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that. Bam. Alright, and then we gotta continue up the hillside. Now the camera's acting really weird here. Whoa, was that a thing? Is that a thing? No, okay, it's just a little... Probably a place where a statue or a statuette was held. Whoop! Uh-oh, here we go. Our moment has come. Yeah, well, ow, you're not the only one. Get down, sir. No, you don't. Stay off. Ow. Oh, incoming fire. Ah, rope and arrow. Good combination. I do enjoy the rope arrows, though. They're a wonderful design. Right button, and then pull. Hi, gentlemen. And so we can do that again, of course. So again, the bow is becoming a very wonderful device. Whoa, incoming fire. Well, we can just take this guy out with a good old-fashioned... Whoa. Ow, ow, ow. Fire bad, fire bad, fire bad, fire bad. Alright, so I gotta do this right. I guess we can use our... No, handguns, fine. No! You have no cover. Your brain's dead. Alright, we good? Ow, fire. Dude, you suck. Get down. There's no cover there, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I can only hold this for so long. No. Okay, that didn't go quite as well as I had originally...
There's got to be a way up.
Well, of course there's a way up, Laura. We just have to loot the bodies first. Yeah, that did not go as well as I had originally hoped, but it did go, so that was a good sign. Alright, we got some stuff over here. Can we get to it? Yes! So we'll grab that really quick. More salvage. We will, in fact, jump down, too, because we can get down here. And as far as I'm aware, there are no alligators, so we've got luck on our side with that one. But sometimes bodies do fall down here, and I think a couple of the bodies fell down here. Ah, yeah, they fell down and they ended up at the end of the river. So we'll go down to the end of the river. It's interesting that, oh, was it bodies? Oh yeah, they're bodies, okay. It just didn't look like bodies, it looked like straw. Yeah, okay. So we got that. So yeah, you get the bodies that come down to the end of the river, which is interesting, alright. And now it's time to do more rope arrow stuff. That's not rope arrow, this is rope arrow. So yeah, rope arrow becomes extremely useful in the game, and it does tell you I'm not sure if it already popped up, but it does actually tell you that if you have a bow, you don't need arrows to use rope arrows, and that is a really awesome design right there. That way you never have to worry about running out of arrows in order to use a rope arrow, which does become important later in the game. And it's really great that they did that, because again, that's a design choice where some game designers would be like, well, you have to have an arrow to have a rope arrow, right? And the answer to that question is no, because then you have people who never use their bow because they get paranoid about not having the equipment they need late. Ow, okay. Luckily that wasn't actually a dangerous thing, although that really would have hurt your fingers. Yeah, you get people who won't use the bow or things like that because they're like, well, no, I have to save all my arrows just in case I need a rope arrow. And that becomes sort of a game design issue at that point, rather than a boon. Alright, so now we have more. Oh, right. Alright, so here we get to make some choices. Stuff keeps falling. Let's see. Was there a thing over here that I need to look for? I always climb up here, and I'm never sure why. Like, there's nothing up here to climb to. Thought I saw something up there. No, it's just the trees. Yeah, I'm looking for secrets that aren't there. It's okay. It's all good.
That looks like a good spot to hook into.
Rope bridges. Use rope arrows near anchor posts to make rope bridges. That is not what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. So, and then, boop. Not exactly as strong as you'd expect it to be, in all honesty, but that's okay. I am okay with that. We're all okay with that. So yeah, you wouldn't expect just jamming an arrow in there to be strong, but we're going to assume that Lara takes the time, not visually, but she takes the time to like tie a knot in there to where it works a little bit better. All right, so we got some free stuff. We'll drop down like so. Boom. Nothing over here that we need to grab. All right, and then we'll head this way really quick. And we have ourselves a little hut. Ooh, there's some fruit back here. I'm gonna grab fruit. Grab the fruits. The camera seems a little bit jumpy. I'm not sure why it's been doing that. I've been keeping an eye on the frame rate, but the frame rate's remained pretty high. I'm hoping that it works out okay. And down. Perfect. Now we will switch. No, that's not the gun I'm looking for. We'll switch up to our handgun. Yeah, okay, we did switch up to our handgun. So we're gonna head through here. Mountain Village. Okay, so we're back at the mountain village. Whoa, going down. Okay, a gentle slide. I'll go for a gentle slide. Same team. Okay.
I'm really glad you moved.
You and me both, girl.
One moment they were fine, the next, there was this storm. It came out of nowhere.
It's not your fault, Lara.
I called them here, Roth.
Hey, we'll find another way.
Mayday, mayday. This is co-pilot Jessup of Air
Another pilot.
177A.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, badly hurt when I landed and need urgent aid. Is anyone there?
Captain Jessup, do you read?
I've deployed a smoke signal. Please
Damn it, he can't hear me. I have to get to him.
No.
His signal's just over there.
We've got our own people to worry about. We'll need to regroup as soon as they find Sam.
I can't just leave him out there alone. I need to get to him.
Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices, Lara. You can't save everyone.
I know about sacrifices.
No, you know about loss. Sacrifice is a choice you make. Loss is a choice made for you.
I can't choose to let him die, Roth.
Besides, Roth, we got the time. I mean, honestly, Roth is right. We do need to like save our own people, but they're not in real immediate danger right now, as far as we're aware. All right, so we will save our game really quick right here.
I can't get it out of my head. A storm that came out of nowhere, out of a clear sky, and brought down a plane. It's not rational. You know it's not rational, Lara. There must be some explanation. I just don't know what it is yet.
See, that works for her, too. It's like, there must be a rational explanation. I just really wish I knew what it was. Alright, so we did unlock Tier 2, which is great. Scavenging. Spotting hidden pockets on enemy corpses will reward you with extra ammunition. That's helpful. Climber's agility. Increase your climbing skills to traverse the environment with more speed and resist falling damage. Orienteering. Use your keen perception to find hidden rewards in the environment. That, of course, is the the perception trigger. Then we go over here and we get Heavy Lifter. Your increased strength allows you to carry the maximum amount of ammunition. And Accomplished Killer. Eliminate your enemies with finesse to earn greater rewards. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the whole finesse thing is unless it's melee combat, but you do get like greater rewards for melee combat. We'll check it out really quick. Earn extra XP with headshots, finishing moves, and stealth kills. Okay, cool. So we get a lot of headshots, so that's awesome. We get extra XP for headshots. I'll take that. If I remember correctly, the first time I played, because that description isn't that great, I ended up getting that one like way at the end. I think it was the last one I got, which means I didn't need to level up anymore, so it was really wasteful. So we'll get it as early as possible, which is now, of course. And that way we can get those extra XPs and unlock all of our potential early on. We also got some more upgrade stuff, so we'll take a look at our machine gun, which I think was the last thing we needed to upgrade. Still not enough. We're down by 5 salvage. Handgun has some items on it, which include the larger mag and rapid fire, and that's it for now. Okay. So this was about the time that I had decided to pause anyway, and Lara did do her little journal here, so that's perfect. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and pause here. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Tomb Raider. And I will see you next video.